With regards to injuries, I'll try to speed this up and be quickly. I'm dealing with things like PTSD, anxiety, depression, loss, all sorts of things. I've lost everything. I'm seriously maimed. They literally kneed both of my knees from the sides. When I was then spear tackled into the concrete, they ripped my arm out and injured all the front of my right shoulder. Because I couldn't put my hands down to protect myself as they spear tackled me into the concrete, I got a fractured eye socket. They then, when I'm on the ground, the bloke was kneeling on my head, strangling me until I passed out. While another guy basically hooked cuffs on me and ripped my whole, I can't even extend my arm properly now, but he's ripped all the front of my shoulder, all the back of my shoulder, into my tricep, into my wing scapula area. Like, they've maimed me for life. Both of my knees are stuffed because they need them from the sides. It's insane, mate. Like, it's criminal stuff. But anyway, these are MRIs from Queensland X-ray. This is like right and left shoulder. This is the left upper limb. That was the right one before. This is the left knee. Yeah. And like, these are serious injuries, mate. Like it's full on. That's the right knee. Now, one of the most disturbing things for me in this whole experience is I've kind of been denied, well, not kind of, I've been denied medical treatment both when I went to the hospital and after I've gone back to the hospital. And I don't understand it all, but basically I was treated like a criminal at the time because I was under arrest and in escort by police, which is just pretty hard to comprehend, really. But anyway, so what's ended up happening is at the time when I went to the hospital, I actually had a needle. Like, they give me a tetanus shot, and this young Asian female from the hospital, you know, normally they'd swab your skin and give you an injection. She just stabbed it straight through my shirt and just give me the injection. Like, you know, no swab, no nothing, mate. Like, you're just you're just treated like a criminal, you know. I begged the doctor for my help. Now, the thing is that when you're in a hospital, you're actually under their care. So they could have actually prevented the police from therefore taking me any further. There was a elderly man who was at the hospital who actually heard the police officer saying to me, "You wait until we get you back into the cells." And all of this, like, it's insane, mate. Like, you know, like, they were threatening me continually, like threatening my wife. All of this, you know, it's insane, mate. And when I'm asking for the police commissioner's protection and the medical staff to help me, no one would help me, and I got beaten again in the hospital by these criminals. You know, it's insane, mate. Anyway, this is what occurs to multiple people. Like, I feel sorry for, you know, Indigenous people, mentally ill people, homeless people, and people that just can't protect themselves from these criminals, because at the end of the day, like, you wonder why there's so many Aboriginal people and whatnot locked up in prison, and that's because these criminals are abusing their position of authority and, you know, literally going around. I've spoken to hundreds of Aboriginal people since, talking about their injuries that they've received from the police, injured shoulders, injured knees, you know, fractures, all sorts of things, broken arms, you know, like, it's sick, mate. But anyway, apparently if you're a police officer, you can go around and do that, that's fine, you know. So anyway, finally, I went to the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospital. I was trying to seek medical treatment. I basically got turned away and told to go and see a GP because it's not an emergency. And this is a week after the thing and after I'd been assaulted in their hospital. And I've never been able to get treatment since, and to be honest, I wouldn't trust them. I want to get stem cell and probably human growth hormone treatment rather than surgery, because these guys are just, you know, I don't trust them any further. And I'll probably go to another country to do that, you know, to be honest. But anyway, In this document, basically I'm explaining to her that I have pressure under my eye from where I got, they fractured my eye socket and whatnot, and basically there's a document here from the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospital, and it says there's a depressed fracture of the right laminar papyracea or something like that. It's a bit difficult to pronounce. I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's directly up under here on the eye, exactly where my head crashed into the concrete, you know. Anyway, that's enough of that, and like, just finally, I guess I wanted to just say this, you know. Basically, with regards to these organisations, you know, there's multiple crimes that have been committed, potentially assault, serious assault, assault occasioning grievous bodily harm, disabling in order to commit an indictable offence, abduction, unlawful arrest, which is an assault, deprivation of liberty, which is a common law offence, attempted extortion. Now, when I say extortion, if you're committing a crime, maliciously prosecuting a person with the intention of profiting from them prosecutions through the court system, it's effectively extortion. And this is happening all the time, believe it or not. Failing to report serious crime, aiding and abetting criminal offenders, preventing the prosecution of criminal offenders, perjury, perverting the course of justice. The Crime and Corruption, in my view, Crime and Corruption Commission, in my view, has aided and abetted criminal offenders, prevented the prosecution of criminal offenders, and is involved in gross and or criminal negligence, and has effectively perverted the course of justice. Now, you know, being that this is an organisation run by a QC, it's a really concerning factor. You know, WorkCover Queensland, they participated in fraud both against myself and against a bloke by the name of Chris Flynn from, I think, CK Plastering. You know, I'm pretty sure he'll tell you about what went down there. They've participated in a conspiracy to fraud, breaches of statutory duty, abuse of a dominant position, denial of an opportunity, and misleading or deceptive conduct, you know. It's pretty serious stuff, you know. And in the Airlie Beach thing, it's basically the same crimes, you know, disabling in order to commit an indictable offence. All of these things were committed by police officers all the way back then. And that was prior to the Fitzgerald inquiry. But let me tell you, nothing's changed. It's still continuing on. Anyway, thank you for your time and listen to what I've had to say. If anybody can help, please help. You know, like, I've lost my wife, I've lost everything now because I'm dealing with PTSD. I'm not really coping at the moment, but I'm okay. I'm in a better place at the moment. I'm out bush, away from all the stress and things that I've been dealing with. And anyway, look, you know, if there's any fair income legal professionals out there, you know, don't be afraid to get in contact with me. I need help. Yeah, and if you're willing to do it, let me tell you, it's probably worth your time. You know, I've lost a significant development opportunity as a result of all of these things that have occurred. But you're going to have to put it all together. You can't just do the police and whatnot separate. It has to be one thing. Anyway, thank you for your time. If you can help, please do. Okay, goodbye.